players of Diablo are eager to hear what's next for the franchise. There have been huge speculations over the months leading up to this point about what Blizzard has in store for the new game. This is what Diablo players want from Blizzard. Instead of creating unnecessary hype and speculation, we will go over the major possible Diablo games from BlizzCon, and the impact each specific game will have on the franchise today if it's released. Overall, the biggest expectation from the player base is Diablo 4. It's evident that Diablo has fallen off over the years. Path of Exile has been crushing the action RPG scene for years now, and many players have moved on. You don't need to know much about Path of Exile, just look at the numbers, and whether you prefer the game or not, the truth is Path of Exile is the more popular game. Blizzard needs to focus on what works in the genre at this point in time and look at the features grinding gear games got right to win the player base over. Recently, Blizzard stated, while we won't be ready to announce all of our projects, we do intend to share some Diablo related news with you at the show. This is probably the worst announcement players would want with all of the hype going around. If there's no major announcement for a new Diablo game and Blizzard is hyping up the franchise for nothing, the player base is going to decrease further. There is the possibility of a Diablo 1 and a Diablo 2 remastered games, but a Diablo 1 HD mod called Beelzebub has already been completed for quite a long time now, and it's about as good as it gets for a remastered version of Diablo 1. As far as the Diablo 2 remastered game, I would love to see this happen since I am a huge D2 player. But this isn't going to move the Diablo franchise forward, and eventually the player base for the remastered games will die down. We have seen this happen in the past for remastered games such as Halo and Gears of War. The last announcement players are talking about, but is still a possibility, is an expansion pack for Diablo 3. Even with the massive decrease in popularity in the game, they are still moving forward with the release on Nintendo Switch. This is the time to announce Diablo 4 before it's too late. Remastered games, Nintendo crossplay, and Diablo projects that aren't related to an entirely new game will not revive the series. 17 years have gone by since the release of Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. Players have only seen one new game and one expansion pack since that time. If Blizzard does not focus on what works in the action RPG genre in today's market, eventually a new game will take over the Diablo franchise. Other games are on the rise in development such as Wolcen Lords of Mayhem and Last Epoch. David Brevik is no longer on board, and he's working on his newly released solo game It Lurks Below. It has highly inspired features from Diablo 2 and has been met with very positive reviews on Steam. Brevik has stated that he thinks Activision is taking over Blizzard. He also doesn't believe Blizzard will be the same company in the upcoming years. In the past, it has been known that employees on the Diablo team don't have any experience of the previous games. Jay Wilson has received huge backlash from the player base over the years, and he has since left the gaming industry as a whole. Many players disagree with the direction he has taken Diablo 3. He has also made uncalled for comments towards David Brevik. This was when Brevik stated Diablo 3 wasn't the game he would have designed. Before Blizzard made Jay Wilson the face of the franchise, at least he had a history of playing Diablo 2 since its release. This has been stated in a one-up interview with Jay Wilson in 2008. If employees are going to be the face of the franchise and work on the game, they need to truly be motivated and enjoy the Diablo games. At this moment, we don't know who any of the lead game designers are for the new team that's working on these mystery Diablo games. Brandy Nevelistis Camel is currently the community manager for Diablo. She appeared on the Future of Diablo video you have all seen recently by Blizzard. Nevelistis currently has no known history of her ever playing or enjoying Diablo games. She streams games on Twitch occasionally, but has only streamed a Diablo game once the past 2 years. There are plenty of community players such as Riker and Crypt that are great examples of the type of people we need on the Diablo team. So why not make some of the people who love the Diablo games official members of the franchise? Millions of players still love the Diablo games, and we all want it to fit in the gaming industry today. It is time for Blizzard to put in the risk and investment by doing so with new Diablo games before the next big action RPG takes the throne. there's what Diablo players want from Blizzard. If you guys want to keep up with Diablo content, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification if you want to get notified when I upload new videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video.